What's up, everybody? Episode 82 of the All You Can Hear podcast. With you again today on this Monday or whatever day you're listening to it. Morning or afternoon, whatever time of the day you're listening to it. I am one of your 5 co-hosts, Tanner. And with me, as per usual, I have...
Cold. Sweden.
Oh, I like it.
Wenzel.
I'm liking it.
What the I don't like that one.
Oh, wow. I'm liking that. Okay.
It's protruding, Pat.
Oh,
Why-
God.
Why are you... Okay, can we ask why you're protruding?
Yeah, because my belly is protruding because all the food we ate.
Yeah, that's your belly,
yeah.
all right. I bet.
And today we will be talking about, if you can't tell by the title of the episode, Friendsgiving. We're talking about Friendsgiving, which is like Thanksgiving, except we watched every episode of the hit TV show Friends.
I
In
hated
one
every
sitting.
second
Ross
of
is
it.
still the worst friend.
Whoa!
Yeah, fuck Phoebe. Am I right, boys? That's just the first name I know.
Okay, I feel like we're getting into some dark territory here. But Friendsgiving, I mean, everybody's probably heard of it. It's where before Thanksgiving, usually you get together with your friends. You do like a little fun Thanksgiving thing.
It's
Boom.
like Christmas.
Whoa.
Yep, just like Christmas and Freester and
Veronica.
4th of July.
Fistmas.
Man,
I don't like that
I
one.
knew you were going to say something stupid.
Here I am.
But, so today, we actually had a really fun theme for Friendsgiving this year. So we're kind of going to talk about what the food we made, how everybody enjoyed the food, and we may have some little nice boy segments where we're like, oh, I'm thankful for you, idiot, stupid, bitch. So who wants to start? So the theme for Friendsgiving was international dishes. Mm-hmm. So we all had to make a dish based out of another country, or whose origins tied to another country. Obviously, you have to Americanize some things because just everything's not available, and Alabama.
Should also mention that that only one of us did something within our culture. So, just putting that out there, that as a white guy, I made food that was not in my particular...
well, you made chicken nuggets.
I made, but like, not really, but you know.
So who wants to talk about their food first? Okay, I will.
I want to go.
Okay, you can go.
All right.
You're just staring at me.
I guess to it.
It was Swedish. Mine's Swedish.
Colt made Swedish fish.
No, it's called a Johnson's Temptation. I don't know which way to pronounce it.
Why didn't you just look it up?
Shut up. All right, that's my point. All right, it's called I'm going to go with Johnson's Temptations. It's a Swedish dish that is mainly made up of potatoes, anchovies, onions, heavy whipping cream, butter, and some breadcrumbs. That's all you need to make this super easy. I went with this one because I looked at all the other Swedish dishes and I was like, fuck that. This is the second time I've used the oven and I am not ready for any of that. Like, I can bake a pizza, but I can't make sausage in an oven. I don't even know if that's how you fucking do it. But,
No.
so
Cole was going to make sausage. Okay.
And he just didn't have time to make that slow-cured shark jerky they have in Sweden, too.
Yeah, in the fucking oven.
Can't believe you said that.
it was fucking good.
No, I really, when you told me the ingredients, I'm like, wow, that's, first off, yes, it made your breath stank.
Oh, yeah.
Just because of it's onion and anchovies, but it was surprisingly good. I didn't know how I would like the fishiness of an anchovy with like
Potato?
the heartiness of a potato together, but it actually turned out pretty good.
Yeah,
I really liked it. You got some fishy flavor, but it was like a really salty potato casserole, and I appreciated it.
Yeah.
If you would have reduced the amount of sardines in it a little
Anchovies.
bit, whatever they were, I would have enjoyed it a little bit more. It was a little too...
Hey, I followed the recipe. I didn't do anything different. I just did the recipe.
There's also-
Swedish people fucking love fish.
There's also a surprising amount of like liquid in there as well.
They said pour the whole damn thing in there, so I did.
Yeah, it was
The whole
interesting.
damn thing of what?
A heavy whipping cream.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was
Well,
interesting.
the fish need something to swim in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The fish came back to life.
There was a lot more, but it soaked into the potatoes, so that's why the potatoes were so juicy wet. Also, I could only eat a little bit of it because, like, damn, that's very fishy. Like, I like fishy stuff, but that was very strong.
Very fishy. We also
Okay.
just had a lot of fucking
I'm glad
food.
Colt himself said it because I mean I was gonna say it was very fishy.
It was fishy.
Yeah.
I threw it out. It's all gone. Because fuck that. I ain't eating that.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Did you not
Wow.
like it then?
I liked it, but not enough to eat it, like reheat it, because reheating fish is a fucking mess.
I'm going to let you in on something. I actually reheated a little bit of it today.
Was it good?
It was actually really good.
Well, it's
Like
too late.
it didn't make it. Because I was like, oh, there's anchovies in this. I don't know how reheating it will do. But it actually reheating it kind of muted the anchovy taste a little bit, and I actually thought it was better today than I did when we ate it.
We can
That's
go through the
interesting.
garbage if you want that.
I will.
Okay.
Sorry.
Tanner's
anybody
already
listening.
dressed like a raccoon.
I don't. What's the sound a raccoon makes? Right. Ooh,
Sure.
a snake raccoon.
Patrick didn't make its noise.
What the fuck? That was it. That was it. Patrick's been hiding that from us for over a year.
Pat's a raccoon.
That was the most accurate raccoon
I
I've
think
ever
that
heard.
might have been an accurate raccoon noise. I'm gonna Google raccoon noises. Y'all stay
Oh
here.
my god. Pat's been on the podcast for over a year. We told Pat to make a noise, and he busts that out.
Can you,
What
do,
the
Weird
hell?
flex, but okay.
can you do that again? It was better the first time.
Okay,
Whatever.
Pat, come on.
Okay, Pat.
Still better than what we were doing.
I mean, I made a pitch perfect.
I don't know. I was doing it.
Oh yeah, I love workaholics. That's a weird raccoon
That raccoon sounds like a person.
Did you know there's ads?
on raccoon sounds.
Hold on, I gotta
Play it.
Hold on, y'all keep talking. I gotta get to this fucking
Raccoons.
I really
raccoons,
I love Guardians of the
raccoons.
Galaxy.
Okay,
Raccoons.
all right.
It's my favorite Mario power up.
It's funny.
This-
You
Tom Nook did nothing wrong.
Let's just play music before playing raccoon noises.
Why?
Hold on.
What kind of video did you look up?
Well, okay, Pat was close.
That was really close.
I
Did
didn't
we
quite.
not-
I didn't quite have the pitch.
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, I feel like if you put a little bit more effort into it, you would
Oh,
have. So back to Friendsgiving. I made a raccoon dish. It was just garbage from the raccoon culture. I guess I'll go next. I did Italian because, well, originally Friendsgiving kind of snuck up because Thanksgiving is so early this year, so we had to do it super early. Originally, I really wanted to make handmade pasta, but then I was like, hell, that'd be a lot of handmade pasta I had to make, so I didn't. But I did make homemade Alfredo sauce, which came out, I think, pretty good. And I just made a garlic chicken Alfredo, essentially. I did some garlic bread, too. It was nothing special, but it was definitely my first. I really don't like pasta dishes, which is kind of why I also wanted to make it. Because I was like, I want to make a pasta dish that I will eat and actually like. So, and I made that. And I think the Alfredo sauce came out. First time I've ever made a sauce like that. Like, I've made barbecue sauces before. I've made wing sauces before. If you've all heard, go listen to last week's episode. You know.
Fuck, I hate you.
So we all know, like, I'm a master of the sauce, but making an Alfredo sauce is like just it wasn't really a challenge, but it was definitely more complicated than just mixing stuff up, because you're like, you have to let it get to a certain temperature and all this and all that. But I think it came out really good. So I was really happy with my dish. But I would like to hear what y'all thought of my garlic chicken Alfredo.
I fucking loved it.
Those
Honestly,
were good.
Yeah.
probably my favorite thing here at the event. I'm blowing my load early, but I love that stuff. I reheated it after I tried to bite. I liked it cold a lot.
Oh yeah,
I'm a big fan of cold pasta.
It's
like
good.
Pasta
Good.
salads. Big fan of cold pasta.
I will
salads.
fuck a macaroni salad up.
Ooh, with that dill, you got that fucking dill in there. You got that onion. You got that relish. You got that mayonnaise.
You can keep the celery out of it, but
No,
Celery's good.
Celery seed
Celery's
is
good.
Celery.
celery's good. I just don't. Some people put too much celery.
No.
in it.
You gotta do celery salt or celery seed.
Yeah, I
Celery
agree.
salt works.
Celery salt.
Celery salt's the best, but
Oh,
people that
man.
just put chunks of celery in it, I'm like,
Because it kind of messes up the texture.
it messes up the texture.
I like that crunch.
Yeah, but if they're too big of slices, That is what I'm
You
talking
gotta have
about.
tiny baby slices.
Yeah.
You gotta get the baby celery.
And I made a lot of pasta. It was about, I think my dish was about 5 pounds. Because
Maybe probably heavier than that.
I used 2 pounds of noodles. My Alfredo sauce recipe yielded 16 ounces, so that's a pound. And then I used, between my onion, garlic, chicken mixture, it was probably about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds.
It was a good bit. Like it filled up most of the table. Honestly.
Yeah, because it was in such a fucking big bowl. I had to boil the noodles in 2 pots.
That's insane.
Yeah, 2 boilers.
We made a whole lot of food yesterday. I was really worried because I knew a lot of the people here did not cook regularly. I was afraid that, like, I know one of the biggest things that I had trouble with cooking when I first started cooking was portion sizes. Me not making enough.
Yeah.
And no, I did not have that
Did
trouble.
not happen yesterday. Well, also, I wanted to make a lot, too. Come, like, people are going to eat it. People were going to want to take food home. I'm going to want to have some leftovers. So, like, it's not like I was like, oh, I'm going to make a little bit of pasta. Oh, fuck. This is a baby-sized pasta. So it worked out for the best. I would like everybody else to kind of...
boost his ego.
Yeah, boost my
Wenzel.
ego. How was my pasta?
I mean, it was really good. I could do better.
I don't know. As somebody that's 0-3 against me in cook-offs.
Yeah, Shokugeki loser.
We should Shokugeki some Alfredo pasta.
I think it went to Tanner.
Who like and subscribe. Tell us, tweet at us #pasta pounding.
Yes, that works.
We'll do
# your McRib story.
Is that a bit from last week or this week?
Last week.
No, it's this week.
Nope, that episode.
Oh
was before
shit!
This.
I don't know.
The timeline is
I don't-
continually messed up.
So, just a heads up, we are recording a lot of some episodes a couple of weeks early, just so we don't have to record like after Christmas until the new year, and plus like the award show is going to be a fucking all day affair. So if we mention something and it maybe hasn't came out yet, just know we're not doing it on purpose.
It's a tease.
It's just a little bit of a tease.
But I was gonna say I really did enjoy your Alfredo. I thought it was very good. I took some home with me. It's probably one of my favorite dishes of the night.
Oh wow! I can't wait till we go around and talk about our favorite dishes because I want to get ego boosted. Wenzel, did you like it?
Your garlic bread sucked.
Yeah, my garlic bread. Yeah, but I figured my garlic bread wasn't going to turn out good. It was.
I
Just
didn't
kind
even
of
eat the bread because I was too busy with the noodles.
It was just a last minute addition, so I just fucking slapped some butter on there and garlic on there. It would have been good if I could have properly baked it, but some of us were running an hour late, so.
Yeah, some.
Sorry.
No, Pat, not you.
No, Pat, you're fine. You're
not
here.
Wenzel or Colt
It
or
was
me.
a lot more difficult than you would think.
Okay, but yeah, that was # my pasta story.
I didn't even say whether I liked it or not.
Wait, do you like it? I don't like this bit.
I did. I really liked it.
This whole fucking maybe.
Oof.
Just that these
Like keep you on the edge.
yeah
Fucking constantly on the edge.
Please
of
tweet
this
us and let us know what is your least favorite Wenzel bit.
What happened?
Wow, the fact that I got these headphones now, I'm into a whole nother world that you guys don't even know.
Wenzel is assistant to the audio manager.
I'm the
position.
apprentice.
Yeah, Wenzel's being apprenticed.
AKA the prodigy.
Oh, Whiplash.
Oh shit! Don't beat me up.
Okay, everybody at this table, who would win in a fight, Cody or Wenzel?
Cody would just like scream and throw everything in the room at him.
Wenzel
Wenzel would
fist
actually.
only. Fist kicks
Wenzel.
only.
Oh, thank
What
you.
about you, Pat?
Wenzel.
Wait, what did you say?
Who do you think wins, Cody or Wenzel in a
What did
fight?
Colt say?
I say
He said
Wenzel.
Wenzel. I haven't said anything yet. I'm going last.
I don't like this.
I'm trying to think.
Like body only. Like they can't use like, oh, I found a fucking sword.
Cody?
Oh, I win.
Well, that's a 1-1.
What do you think, Tanner?
I think it would be a dead heat tie. I think they would knock themselves out.
Okay,
I don't think a single punch would land, and I think through a series of unfortunate events, both of them would somehow end up KO'd.
Okay.
I
You
just
know,
imagine like how in like a boxing movie how the cross counter where they just knock each other out.
It's like that, but imagine if they both tripped over their own feet and hit heads on the way down.
oh fuck, there's a really good fight in the new God of War that I think. Oh wow.
That was good.
Yeah. I can't. I'll
So
say.
Friendsgiving.
I'll bring it up later at the year.
You'll get spoiled at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
worry.
So, whoever wants to go next, talk about your dish.
Patrick, you go.
Everybody's just pointing hands at different people. Pat, you go.
Okay, fine. I had dessert, and my dish was a German dish. It's called pudding bretzel. Basically, it's handmade dough. I made it shape into a pretzel. It's sort of like you twist the bread a little bit, I guess, for more an aesthetic flair. But you fill the gaps in the pretzel with a pudding of your choosing. I just chose something safe and had vanilla pudding. And this was like my first baking experience, and I think it turned out surprisingly well. I think, much to my great surprise, but it was fun to make. I feel like my practice one somehow went better than my final one, but I guess the result was fine. And I also took out some insurance with the dish just in case for whatever reason the dough didn't work or rise. I made some of it with like pre-made dough. But like that's probably like the last 5 or 6 at the bottom of the dish.
Yeah, that's safe.
So most of it was still handmade, but I took out some insurance just in case something went screwy.
Yeah, and Pat also took out $1,000 loan just in case they just fucked his shit up. I really like them. It's so weird because when we all started hanging out, like none of us really baked, and then like Cody made some stuff and it was good, and then Wenzel made some stuff, and Wenzel's like, this is my first time I've ever cooked. Here's some fucking muffins, and it was like, whoa, these are real good.
That's honestly. Those muffins with that like caramel type sauce in it, Dulce Loci.
No, Dolce and Gabbana.
Whatever it was, that's probably the best thing you've ever made. No
Thank
joke.
you.
I don't know if
love
it's the
that
best
shit.
thing you've ever made.
You
But
beat Wenzel.
But
you
then,
didn't say it right either.
But then Pat, like first time baking, and it was good.
It was really good.
Yeah, I really liked it. He also bought some local honey to use as like a dipping sauce for, and it really like
That honey fucked.
that honey was really good. Yeah, that honey was real horny for our mouth.
It's only 1 letter off.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Horny doesn't have an E in it. Or
It's still
R.
horny.
It can.
Wait, do you think horny has an E in it?
No, he said it's 1 letter off. There's
It
an R and
is.
an E. That'd be 2 letters.
But it's one.
But it's a 1-letter change.
No.
Like you replace the R with the E and then unscramble it and it's honey.
Honry. It's Honry.
No, it's pronounced honey. I didn't like that. That sounded illegal.
Put some honey in my mouth.
I don't-
Oh, give me some of that fresh bee honey. Oh, that.
blocking
Oh
you.
man.
That's not sounding good.
We'll have to bleep that out later.
But no, I think it came out really nice. I think the honey didn't mask its flavor, but I actually think the honey like bought out this like the pudding, which I thought was weird because I've never thought of like, oh, I'm gonna put this honey on like this pudding thing. But it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
The only thing that it didn't turn out quite right, I guess, because I didn't really specify in the recipe, but just with the example they had, the pudding was sort of collected in the little holes of the pastry. I guess sort of like a Danish, but I don't know how it would have worked because in the recipe they showed you making a simple pretzel and there's nothing to keep it in. But unless they use a different sort of viscosity pudding, I couldn't really say. But I think enough was able to stay within the pretzel that you got the taste. Of the
Yeah,
pudding.
like I definitely tasted pudding and the 3 I ate.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was very, very good.
By the time I was eating it, it was basically shoving food. There was stuff coming up, and I just had to shove it back down.
It was trying to escape.
We
It
ate
was
so
good,
much.
but I should have heated it up a little bit because I feel like those would be amazing heated up.
Oh yeah, I feel like those piping hot would have been. Oh
But they were good as I had it. It's struggling to shove it down.
yeah, but yeah. We have to mention this was dessert, so obviously we ate it after we ate all like the meal food, and like there was just so much food here.
Yeah.
And like we had to try everything, and there was probably like 11 different dishes here, counting the dessert.
I'm still sleepy from yesterday.
You're not kidding. A lot of carbs yesterday, but no, it was good.
Well, I decided to go for Korean food, which is food that I have always been interested in. I don't have any connections to Korea outside of me just loving their food. I feel like their food.
And your last name being Un. Cody Un.
Oh yes. I like Korean food a lot of times because of the more, I guess, natural elements to it, which is why I made Korean fried chicken.
We also like a lot of the cooking videos we watch are Korean cooking videos.
Yeah, I really do. I love Korean food. I love
Yeah.
I love kimchi. I've made my own kimchi before.
Bulgogi.
Bulgogi before.
It's delicious.
I've had, I really enjoy Korean food.
I mean, we really love that Korean barbecue.
Oh
we went
God,
to.
Korean
I
barbecue.
want to go
so
back.
freaking
So
I want
bad.
those mashed potatoes, the
With,
corn
like,
and
How
carrots.
fucked up is it? No, it wasn't carrots. It was sweet potato. In the
It was
mashed
delicious,
potatoes.
no
But
matter what.
What a concept! That should be illegal.
Yeah, it was really good, and I wanted to kind of, I don't know, I knew Korean food. Since we were doing international foods, I knew I could make something Korean, and it turned out really well. So I decided to, because I've made it before. I've made Korean fried chicken before. KFC is what, and I know it's really popular in a lot of those. They have like on food stands. I used the videos we watch, Mong Chi. Her name is Mong Chi. She's everyone's Korean mom, even though I'm not Korean. She's my Korean mom.
She's great.
She is a wonderful person, and I have her cookbook, and I got both of my recipes that I made for Friendsgiving from her actual cookbook. Some of my kind of did a spin on because I accidentally added too much flour into one. Anyways, but I did most of part of my recipe from her cookbook. I did make Korean fried chicken, and I also made scallion pancakes. I don't actually know the name of either of the Korean name, unfortunately, of either dishes. But I also brought kimchi along with that. I made the Korean fried chicken, and I started it the night before. I started marinating. And one of the things about Korean fried chicken, it has a very strong onion/garlic flavor to it, which is delicious. And I started it by the night before. I literally took 2 onions. I took a whole bulb of garlic, and I blended it all together with a little bit of soy sauce and other like spices and stuff like that, black pepper, salt, that sort of thing. Marinated a bunch of pieces of chicken breast and put it in the fridge for about 12 hours. Actually, it was. I think it was a little bit over 12 hours that I had it in the marinating, and then you batter it with a cornstarch type batter. It was a more cornstarchy batter. You're supposed to double fry, but we ran out of time.
Yeah.
To double fry it, and I only fried it once, and it was a little soggy when it got here because it's just been sitting in its own humidity for a while.
Yeah.
And it was really good. I think it turned out really, really well.
Yeah. It tasted really good. I wish you had enough time to make like a sauce. Like but I mean, it was perfectly fried chicken. Like it was probably the best. I don't even know how to describe
chicken nugget.
It. Chicken nugget. Like
Basically chicken nugget.
I don't mean to call it a chicken nugget. It was really good and took a lot of effort, but it was very, very good.
The texture and like is very similar to that of like a Chick-fil-A chicken nugget.
Yeah.
I also made the scallion pancakes, which though I accidentally added too much water to the batter. It said to add 3/4 cup of water in my flurry of trying to get through the cooking. I accidentally added 3 3/4 cup of water.
I was wondering why they look so shiny.
And then I proceeded to just be like, fuck, I just got to add more flour. So I added a shit ton of flour to it and seasoning and stuff like that. And they ended up being a little bit rubbery.
They were thick.
They were thick.
The batter, honestly, didn't really taste like much, but the greens on it tasted good to me.
No, I thought it was all. And usually you would eat it with like a sauce as
Yeah.
well, but I did not have a sauce. But it was very similar to what you would probably get. And I had the green. I took the green onions or the scallions, and I laid them down the pan. And then what I did was I poured the batter over the green onions while they were in the pan, and just shaped the pancakes around that. And you're supposed to just take little pieces of the pancake off and things like that. You're not supposed to eat like a whole ass, scallion pancake. You guess you can.
Yeah.
But I'd made those 2 things, and I brought kimchi.
Yep.
And I thought it turned out really well.
Yeah, it turned out. I didn't eat any of the kimchi just because it was A, we had a shit ton of food, and B, it was just like if you would have made the kimchi, I would have ate it. But it was just nice to have. I really like kimchi. But no, it was really good.
Yeah, your chicken was really good, even though it wasn't meant for it. Because we'll get into it in a second. But the sweet and sour sauce that Wenzel had for his dish was really good with those chicken things.
Oh, that sweet and sour sauce was good with everything.
Yeah, well, that was good with everything.
We probably almost went through a whole bottle of it.
Oh yeah, no,
between all of us.
When I took it home, there's like about this much.
Yeah,
left.
I figured as much.
But no, it was really good. It was really good. I liked the chicken and the pancakes.
Yeah, the chicken is very strong. It's definitely probably like one of the top 3 dishes we had.
Hell yeah.
And,
Oh yeah.
And I guess the only thing I didn't care for as much was the pancakes, like because I just for whatever reason I just didn't really care for the onion scalliony taste.
That was my first time making those, and it was interesting how the scallion, because I have before. I've had like deep fried green onions. I've had, green onions sauteed and stuff before, but I've never had them like cooked in a pan to where they got toasted on. And it was a very different taste than what I was expecting in my head, and I mean for a first time effort, I wasn't upset with it. I definitely need to play around and see what I could do with them, because I do like the idea of like a vegetable or scallion like bread dish, where it's just as simple as pouring a batter over the vegetable and eating it alongside of stuff. But I didn't think it was bad.
I will say when you first brought it in, I was having like this weird like struggle to figure out what it was, because it looked like kind of like a slice of like turkey or chicken with like grain stuck underneath. It's like, what in the hell is this?
Yeah, no, it was because you think whenever you think pancakes, you think of like circular, but these were just formed to the shape, and you're not supposed to since you're not eating whole ones. I had to fold them over to fit them into there.
Yeah,
and you typically would just rip a piece off and then eat it not eat it. You would wrap stuff in it and then eat that.
Yeah,
with it. But you could. I wonder what it'd be like to have a piece of that chicken inside of one of them. Going home to try.
It'd probably be pretty good if I had to guess. But yeah, there's nothing. I do agree. The chicken nuggets remind me a lot of a Chick-fil-A chicken nugget, but instead of like the Chick-fil-A chicken nugget tasting more pickly, these tasted more oniony and garlicky.
Yeah.
And I like that flavor more than I like a pickly.
Yeah,
flavor.
The only thing that I for some reason one of the things that I don't really know. I think I made the mixture, the onion and garlic mixture, a little bit too thin. Mm-hmm. Which, when you're dipping that into the batter, when you're dipping this piece of chicken covered in this onion stuff into the batter, that onion stuff gets trapped in between the chicken and the breading. So even whenever they were like fresh out the thing and crispy, like they were still had a weird oniony, like, I don't want to say slime, but it was like a.
I know what you're. Yeah.
It was like a layer between there that was just a little bit weird, and it was something that like now I gotta figure out how, because I made them the first time I made them perfect. They were delicious the first time I made them, and it makes me want to go back and retry. And by the way, that batter fried up, delicious.
Just the batter.
Just the batter. I should have actually just fried up some batter.
You need to go and hear some extra batter for your chicken nuggets.
I mean, you've done it before. It's good.
It's really good.
Yeah. Wenzel, how about tell us about your dish?
All right, my dish or my theme was Filipino, because I'm half Filipino, and my mom helped me make these except for the dessert. But yeah.
Arigato, Miss Wenzel, his mom. That
was all.
I'm glad you included that.
And,
we'll cut that out.
And this is stuff this is something that a lot of Filipinos know is how to make. I brought 3 dishes. The first one was a meal, which is pancit. The second one is lumpia, which is a spring rolls. And then third was the dessert I made, which were just ubi muffins, purple yam muffins. And I helped her make these because this is, again, like I said, this is something Filipinos always know how to make, is like pancit, which is like a quick and easy meal, which consists of bihon, which is rice noodles, chicken, carrot, celery, and cabbage. And it's very easy. Oh, and chicken broth, I forgot about that. And it's just very quick and easy, and it kind of it varies with certain families and stuff, but this is like something she's learned from her mother, and then from her mother, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And then the lumpia, again, another quick and easy little, not necessarily meal, but like something, a little snack. Mm-hmm. And the lumpia is, like I said, spring rolls. It's made with lumpia wrappers, and on the inside of it, it's filled with beef with carrot and celery, and then you just take that and roll it, and then you fry it. And then for the ubi muffins, you'd make muffins, but with ubi powder. With ubi powder.
I'm liking that.
I know in the recipe, though, that I looked up, it said you want to use ubi essence, but I didn't. That would have probably changed it up quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I did.
This may be a stupid question. Is that a Filipino thing?
Ubi?
Yeah.
It's typically like a very Southeast Asian thing,
okay. I didn't
but
know.
there's a lot of like Filipino snacks that have ubi in it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's
Because I kind of knew you mentioned you were like, oh, and I'm making a dessert. I was like, oh, okay. And then I figured it was probably something with the ubi. I was like, well, I don't know if that has anything to do. Not that it matters because you made Filipino dishes.
there's a type of thing that a lot of people use for stuff with ubi in it, and I can't remember. It's like ubi. It starts with an H. It's a Filipino word, so it is kind of rooted in
Okay.
Filipino cuisine.
Well, that's cool.
But,
And
yeah.
ubi is a root.
Yeah, ubi's a root.
And it's delicious.
It is delicious, and it's bright purple.
So I want to talk about the noodles. What were they called again?
The noodles
noodle
themselves.
dish? Or the noodle dish?
Oh, pancit.
The pancit reminded me of, and I mean this in the best way possible, like a dry chicken noodle soup. It was very comforting, and like you had the noodles that were really good. They had been in this chicken broth, and like the chicken had a phenomenal flavor. It was like because like looking at the chicken, they were like these little pieces. I'm like, man, and a noodle like this is probably kind of dry. But then I ate it, I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
these are like the gushers. That's the word I was thinking of.
I could
Yeah,
have sucked down those noodles like nonstop. If no one was in here, I would have done that.
Yeah, I think whenever I was helping my mom make them, she kind of freaked out because she's like, oh shit, she was like, I wetted them too much, or because she filled the bag with water to get them wet, and then she started freaking out. I was like, oh, I left them out too long, but no, they turned out great. I think.
Yeah, I think it turned out great. I loved how your mom was like, now make sure none of them put their fingers in it. It will ruin the dish.
Yeah, she said she told me make sure Wenzel they don't put their fingers in it because it'll soil it. I was like, okay, whatever, spoil it.
Is there like historically a problem with people sticking their fingers in pancit?
I try like I don't know. I guess if you're just thinking about like food, I don't. I
mean, there's no food that like sticking your finger in it's gonna be like this enhances the experience.
I really don't know.
Yeah.
I try to get a better answer out of her. She was very vague. I don't know.
Family secret.
Maybe I just don't know. But like, I think I've seen people eat it with their hands before. I don't know. But
Maybe sort of like like as they're waiting, they might try to like pick out like a piece of chicken to like
Yeah.
or something.
Or maybe she knows somebody that lost a finger putting their finger in there.
maybe.
the chickens they bite back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
It
chickens.
reforms.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody ate almost all the.
I mean, it was
lumpia.
good, and those God, they were so. I mean, I like egg rolls enough, but like I've never had a true homemade variation of it.
Fucking
and
good.
Holy shit! I mean, you bought what 20 of them?
Yeah.
I ate 3.
I ate a
and
solid
like
3.
Yeah, I ate 3.
At least 3.
yeah, I don't eat like egg rolls. To me, are usually too greasy. These
Yeah.
were perfect.
These
Oh,
were
yeah.
great.
They were crispy. The meat in them was perfectly cooked.
And you pair that with that sweet and sour sauce. That's
Yeah,
another buzz.
that's why I thought it was imperative
Yeah.
that we had that there
Yeah.
because whenever we she would only make lumpia like when we were it was like a big dinner or like celebratory something, and we'd always have sweet and sour sauce, and it tasted always great. I don't think I've had lumpia in forever. She hasn't made it in a while.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is like pretty big.
Yeah, they.
Very fun. Very big fan of that.
I'm very glad y'all decided to make those because they were, I mean, incredible. Like I had my first one without the sweet and sour sauce because I wanted to taste it just without the sauce, and even without the sauce, it was just, holy crap! This is like the best egg roll variant I've ever had. Well, it's not an egg roll because there wasn't egg in it. But
It's a spring roll.
it's a spring roll.
I don't know.
I just always I call spring rolls egg rolls,
Yeah.
whatever. But the best variation of a spring roll or an egg roll I've ever had. It was
Very good.
absolutely delicious.
Thank you. Which we made like, but nobody knows, but we made like 40, and I had to take them over to my sister's house because she has a deep fryer, and we split them, so she got 20 and I got 20. But whenever we were making them, something with the lumpia wrappers to keep in mind is that if they're not wet enough, then they won't like fold, or they won't stick when you fold them. So while we were sitting there, I had to individually wet every single wrapper, and it was very tedious.
Yeah, it's a labor of love. Like I said, lots of foods have that sort of same labor. Like a lot of common modern foods, or not modern foods, but old foods that come from different cultures and foods that are just from not, I guess, an older generation. A lot of those typically have they're difficult because
Oh, yeah.
it's only been in the past few years that we've had I guess, foods that are quick, and not a few years, in the past, like, 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Well, I guess 50. Since the 50s, we've really been pushing towards a faster, easier food to make. No one wants to sit around and make a bunch of dumplings or a bunch of egg rolls or sit around and cook all day. So,
But to the people that do think, yeah.
and for the people who do,
sure.
it makes it a lot better, and that's the reason why that's...
And you can find stuff like that in like every culture. Like here we have like soul food, and that's like the very much the labor of love.
Collard greens,
Yeah,
take forever.
collard greens,
Greens.
fucking cornbread.
Oh fuck.
Fuck me up, fam. but then like what you're talking about, like that's like I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say it's the Filipino version of soul food, but like it's very much this takes a lot of time to prepare, so I only do this for people I care about.
Yeah.
So it was really nice that we got those. And
Why are you
again,
speaking for him?
well,
What if he hates us?
you know what? Maybe I don't know. But Wenzel says, "Oh, we made 40 of them, like it's no big deal." Keep in mind, these things were big, too. Like these weren't like the little shrinky dink ones. These were like big ass spring rolls. Like yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of them.
I did want to mention another one of our friends actually came to the podcast, not to the podcast, to Friendsgiving, and they couldn't be on the podcast today. But they made their family is from Uruguay, and so they made Uruguayan food. Which, if you don't know where Uruguay is, I wouldn't blame you because who knows where that place is? Not me.
Maps don't exist anymore.
No. Uruguay is
Little south of Tallahassee.
A lot south, a lot more south than Tallahassee.
Maybe I don't.
It's a South American country that's right below
Miami.
It's literally right beside. No. It's literally right.
Key West.
It's right underneath Brazil. It's between Argentina and Brazil. A lot of times they speak a kind of a different kind of Spanish than what other people speak. If you speak Spanish, they sound Argentinian, and a lot of times Uruguayans apparently get confused with Argentinians, and Uruguayans hate it apparently. Did not know that. Anywho, they have a lot of European influence when it comes to their foods, and one of the foods that he made for us was called Pascualina, which I think I'm probably butchering that, but it was a spinach. I guess it was a spinach pie. I don't know how to describe it.
Pretty much a spinach onion pie, the way it was described.
Which
you may be thinking, what the fuck? But hold on.
My god!
it was a spinach pie, and it had a pastry dough, which he said that the pastry dough was not what the normal dough is when they make it, but it was all they had at the store. But you have a pastry dough, and inside you have a filling of a shit ton of spinach that like chopped in like the frozen kind of spinach you find, and it's sautéed with onion and a few spices and seasonings. And the main seasoning in there is nutmeg.
Yeah.
And then it's covered with another layer of the pastry, and then it's baked in the oven until it's golden brown and is delicious. It was actually really good.
It was really good. It's probably. I mean, I don't want to blow my load too soon, but it was probably.
Were they in the fucking pot?
I don't want to blow my load too soon. An hour in.
Probably my favorite dish.
I think multiple of us at the table described it. It tasted just like a sweet potato casserole, which I don't know how it happened because it's not like there's a little bit of spinach in here. I mean, there's a whole layer of spinach.
It is.
I wanted more, to be honest with you. I love spinach.
It's like 80% spinach.
Yeah, I mean, it was fucking green. It was so much spinach, and like you bite into it, and you're like, oh, how did? Weird flex, but okay.
It tasted just like a sweet potato pie, which I thought was really good. I thought it was really good. I thought it was delicious.
It confused me. I ate it. I'm like, there is something else in here. At first, I thought it was cinnamon because
you conflate cinnamon with nutmeg. It was missing a lot of the sweetness that comes along with, but that nutmeg kind of, because of the natural, like the way I guess nutmeg makes things taste, or at least we're like used to nutmeg flavored things being sweet.
Yep.
It automatically comes off as sweet.
Yeah.
Along with that pastry dough.
Yeah, because there was multiple of us that was like, yeah, this tastes just like a sweet potato casserole, which wasn't a bad thing. So
no.
I want some right now, to be honest with you.
The other thing that he made was chicken milanesas, which I think it's how you say it, milanesas. I know they have it. I know in Mexico they literally call it milanesas del or de pollo. I don't know. All I know is that it's called milanesas, and which means from Milan.
Yeah.
And it basically are these little chicken patties. It's usually done to steak. If you've ever had chicken fried steak, you've had a very similar experience to what milanesas are.
Oh, yeah.
If you've ever had a chicken patty before, but it's with chicken instead. If you've ever had chicken patty before, like out of like I don't really know, or even chicken parmesan, or chicken parm. The main chicken with the breading and how it's fried and stuff like that. Same thing.
Yeah.
The chicken patties are very, very thin. They are pounded into the breading.
Yeah. I was like, I have no idea what word you're trying to come up with.
Breadcrumbs. I know the breadcrumbs are mixed. There's a mix of Parmesan cheese and breadcrumbs, and they're dipped in egg and then dipped back into the breading. So it's like double breaded, pounded out to where it's super flat and full of crevices. And the chicken turns out really good because the way he does it is he fries it in an oven. He actually pours a little oil inside of a pan, puts the pan inside the oven. I think it's dangerous, but whatever. What do I know? Puts oil inside of a pan, puts it in the oven, and then takes it out and literally just lays them in there. And they start frying in the fucking metal pan, then puts it back in the oven for 3 minutes. Again, chicken in the oven, 3 minutes. Take it out, flip over again, 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
6 minutes to cook a chicken patty.
Wow.
And from raw to like not. And anyways,
That's not bad at all.
No, they were very good. I think they need a little bit more salt.
I don't think they needed any salt.
I know y'all
thought it
kept
was
mentioning,
good.
you were like, I think it needs more salt. And I was just like, which I'm not a big salty guy anyways. I was like, I think these are fucking
He was saying that
perfect.
about the Pasqualina because he felt that one, and I think because I that was one of the parts I was helping him make those.
Yeah.
And I think I forgot to put salt in the stuff, but anyways. But they all turned out really, really good.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Pasqualina, it means like, from my understanding, it means of like Easter. Like it's an Easter food, but his family eats it all the time.
Okay.
And it's very popular in Uruguay. Here's another little fun fact. He said his grandmother makes it the traditional way with boiled eggs cut up in it. In the Pasqualina. Yeah.
I bet eggs would have been really good in that.
Yeah, he said it changes the texture a whole lot.
Probably quite a bit.
But it's very good.
Damn, that would have been like a breakfast casserole at that point. Throw some potatoes in there with some hash browns.
Yeah, let's do it.
we're gonna fuck your whole culture up. We're making a breakfast casserole now. But yeah, no, both of those dishes were very, very good. I enjoyed them quite a bit. The chicken especially was perfectly cooked. It did remind me a lot of a chicken parm. I was like, man, if I had some marinara sauce, I would go to fucking town. I mean, I still ate.
We went to town. What are you talking
about?
Yeah,
no, your boy went to town and went to seconds. If you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it was very good.
I want more spinach.
That shit was good.
I took me a huge chunk home.
I saw the piece you took home. It was like, oh.
I'm excited.
He was like, "Do you think everybody liked it?" I was like, "Yeah, I think they did."
Yeah.
Like just saying, if he ever makes any more, bring it here.
Yeah, I'm very tempted to at the end of the year when we do our year end to bring some more lumpia.
Oh my God,
Yes.
Wenzel, please.
Have you made?
We're going to be here so fucking long.
I know. And I was like, why not?
I'd much rather lumpia than taquitos.
Yes.
Oh, hold up. Why are we limiting ourselves here? Both.
What? Porque dos fuck. Both.
I forgot to mention this, but I was reading an article talking about the food that the Michelle's Honor of Japanese breakfast. I hope I'm saying her name right. She makes this thing, flaming hot Cheetos, and take some lemon juice, squeeze it in there, then shake the bag up and eat it like that. That's just
Sounds
random.
dumb.
You know what? I bet that's probably delicious.
That sounds like the equivalent of throwing some razor blades in your mouth, and I'm fucking
I'm
down
there
for it.
for it. Like, put one cut in my mouth and your shit's gone.
One of my favorite foods to eat is hot Cheetos and chocolate milk.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And you were criticizing what I said?
They both sound bad.
I don't know how we got on the subject of
you
chips.
just like eating it. Like you just have chocolate milk to drink, or like you dip into Cheetos into chocolate milk.
No, you have it to the side. You don't.
That's still weird.
What the fuck kind of person dips?
My thing is, I don't eat anything with chocolate milk. Chocolate milk in itself to me is like an event. So
That's true.
I just drink chocolate milk like, man, this is good.
No. You have it as a side dish for. Do it. Eat some.
I don't know.
Some hot Cheetos or some tacos.
You've come up with some really bad food ideas recently.
Do what I said.
Between that and the McRib episode.
or like what is it that with Japan they have like all these little like variant of like snacks we don't have in America, like you have all the different unusual flavors of Kit Kats. We also have like the kind of like yogurt covered like Cheetos.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if they have like
Yeah.
the Flaming Hots, but with like a strawberry covering on it.
I really want to order some of those weird Kit Kats. I really want to import some.
Blueberry Go-Gurt on some hot Cheetos.
Japanese import episode coming to you next year.
Oh fuck!
Has
Has anybody seen that Tokyo Treat box?
Yeah.
Oh, I would want to get that because I recently watched one where she got these mint chocolate chip flavored chips.
Yeah.
Which was just essentially ice cream chips.
Yep.
And I was like, "Fuck, give me those."
They have the weird Kit Kats with the birthstone in them too.
Birthstone.
A birthstone, yeah.
Oh,
like they
what?
release them. Well, so like right now the December one will come out in December, and my birthstone's blue. So like it has a little blue birthstone in it.
A actual rock.
No, it's like hard candy, but it's made to look like your.
Is it like blueberry?
So what
or-
are you?
No, I don't think
Are
it's
you like
flavored.
what sapphire?
Turquoise.
I don't-
Sapphire is September.
Yeah,
okay.
Sapphire September.
I'm Ruby.
Turquoise.
Ruby as well.
I don't fucking remember. Emerald?
May's green, I think.
Yeah, that's emerald.
Emerald, I believe. And
Mine-
February is something.
October
pink.
is opal.
It's like opal and also like rose quartz, I think.
Oh,
I don't know if you get two.
Yeah, I do get two.
I don't know. I don't know.
I guess
We'll have to discuss.
I want to get two.
I want to get
My second one is limestone.
Tiger's eye.
swords.
Liquid sword, yeah. So I kind of want to go around, and again, I want to preface this by saying I think literally, I would say if a dish was bad, like for real, I legitimately think everybody's dish was good. Everybody made really good stuff. And Wenzel, we hardly even touched on your muffins, but your muffins were fucking delicious.
Thank
Thick
you.
They're
as
so
hell.
moist. They were
Yeah,
absolutely great.
I said this last night, and I didn't mean to it come across as harsh it was, but I'm like, man, damn, this is like biting into a mattress because it was so fucking thick. But I meant it in the best way.
Oh no, I understand. I mean, I was eating it. I was like, she fucking thick.
Yeah, I'm like, this shit thick. 2 C's,
It
maybe
was like
3.
it was like a delicious muffin cornbread. But
It reminds
no.
me of like a sponge
Yeah.
cake.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of like eating a
It was
sponge
so
cake,
dense.
but
It
it
was
was
so good.
way better than a normal sponge cake.
Oh, angel food cake.
Oh, I could fuck with some angel food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, we need to make a menu of stuff for Wenzel to bring for us for year-end awards. But I want to go around and I want everybody to say like what they enjoyed the most, and don't say your own dish.
Damn it.
That's shitty. But I want to. We'll start with Colt. And just say like what your favorite dish is or was and why it was your favorite dish.
Favorite dish, obviously it was Tanner's. I blew my load early. Sorry. It's Tanner's. I love pasta and I love chicken Alfredo. And he made the chicken Alfredo sauce homemade. That shit was delicious. And along with those noodles, woo!
I think the noodles, because again I don't make pasta that often, so I've never boiled noodles before. But I was really worried about over boiling them, but I'm glad it came out good. My favorite was
Wait, I think Pat's trying to rank all of our stuff in his head. Right?
yeah. No, Pat may have to go last. My favorite food, and you probably could have guessed this by the way I talked, were Wenzel's spring rolls.
Hell yeah.
They were, I mean, made again such a labor of love because I bet that you had to literally rehydrate every single wrapper.
Oh yeah, I had to hydrate every wrapper, and my mom took the
Yeah.
time to literally make sure the meat was perfectly inside there. Yeah.
Delicious. Like again, the best egg or spring roll variant I've ever had. Absolutely divine. They were delicious. But everybody was a true winner because everybody's dish was good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Close second for me though. The spring roll things.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. You know what? His was bad. Tanner's, yours was good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For me, I think my top 5 would be
Whoa.
I knew it.
because everything was so good. Like I actively regret not bringing more home with me.
Oh, yeah, me
I
too.
I regret
Afterward, because
not
it
doing
was
as much.
everything was just so good. I think my 5th favorite was Tanner's Alfredo.
Fuck Tanner, you got fucking wrecked.
What? There was like 12 different dishes. I'll take top 5.
Tanner's pasta or McRib?
That's not even a contest.
See, Tanner's.
It's Alfredo.
Oh, fuck. I would have taken a McRib.
But and then it was the what's it the pancit.
Yeah.
Pancit that was very good.
Thank you.
Really good.
But the things I went back for the most was 3 being the spinach casserole. What was it called?
Pascalina.
Pasolina.
think.
Then it was your your Korean fried chicken, and then it was Wenzel's lumpia.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Those were out of this fucking world.
Because I feel like if I was left unchecked with that whole bowl, I could eat the whole thing.
Oh
yeah.
Legitimately, if like, if this wasn't my second out of 3 Thanksgiving meals already, I would have went to fucking town. I would have eaten like 10 of them and not give a fuck.
Yeah, that lumpia could fuck. That's
I
my
think
number one.
I legitimately, if you would have bought all 40 of them here, I think you would have went home with the same number that you ended up going home with.
Less.
I think you'd go home with like 13.
We were originally going to make 50 because we had 25 wrappers per bag, but we ran out of meat.
Fucking just fry up the wrappers.
Yeah, Cody, what was
I said it was Wenzel stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh wow, you didn't sound like too happy about that.
Delicious. But Cody's like, if I could rank my own, number one.
Have you had my Korean fried chicken? It was fucking good.
It was really good.
It was good, but it was soggy as hell, so that lowered the ranking.
Whoa! Wow.
I mean,
Whoa.
If it was fresh, it'd probably be really good.
No, I completely get that because when I got here, I cooked at 11. Like I started cooking at 11:30. I got finished about 12:30. It just takes that long to cook a big batch of fucking chicken.
Yeah.
Because I only brought one bowl.
You made 2, didn't you?
2 bowls the same size.
That's insane. You have
Yeah.
so much chicken at your house.
Oh,
I wish you had a piece in your pocket right now. I would eat it.
Well, he just ate
Oh
it.
my god!
That reminds me of I had a friend in middle school that had tater tots in his pocket, and one of my friends kicked his pocket, and tater tot went everywhere in class. And
That's a Napoleon Dynamite.
I was, but it actually happened. They did the Napoleon Dynamite bit, but the teacher got fucking pissed. she was like. She's like, you're cleaning this up. And he was like, well, do you use a broom because the potato's so moist? Or do you use a mop because the potato's moist? I don't remember what the fuck they used. I was in 8th
Use your
grade.
hand, you filthy kids.
It was a good... And it was like probably 3 or 4 of the boat full of tater tots.
Why the fuck you got that many potato tots?
I don't know how his
He had
pocket...
like cargo pants on, just like multiple pockets.
these were cargo shorts. And he had fit probably 2 boats worth of tater tots.
Was
into
he
each
just
pocket.
dripping oil?
Maybe, I don't know.
It's like Johnny, why are your pants so greasy on the side?
What? Yeah.
It's actually my thigh acne. I appreciate if you didn't bring it up.
Yeah. All right, Wenzel.
Ooh, I am nastied right now. We're gross.
I'm nasty.
Pat said my thigh acne.
It's
What the
that's
fuck?
big ass shit.
It's scraping like a paint scraper
Oh,
across.
yeah.
Oh my
I'm
god!
liking
that
that.
reminds me. I watched an episode of Dreamcore LLC. It's a show on Adult Swim, and this fucking dude had this huge ass cyst on his neck, and the people they're like, is it moving? And they're like, yeah, it's fucking moving. So it gets bigger and bigger. It's essentially like a huge pimple on his neck.
Yeah.
And they cut it open, moths just start flying out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, fucking shit. But okay,
So what was your favorite Friendsgiving dish?
I'm gonna go from number 1 to 5th.
Wait, you're going from favorite to least favorite?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's an ant right there. My favorite was the spinach pie. My second favorite was Cody's chicken. Third was your whatever. Alfredo pasta.
I dabbed.
Fourth was Pat's pretzels, and then 5th was I have no 5th.
Wow.
No, it was Colts.
It makes sense.
Colt-
I fucking hated it.
Colts was good.
I didn't hate it.
Colts was in my top 3.
Well, I mean, when I say like top 5, like I mean these are all like the dishes I enjoyed the most.
Yeah.
But everything overall was fantastic.
Oh, it was a great-
Everything tasted great.
One thing we can agree on is that those pancake things that Cody made fucking suck.
I actually like those.
They're
it's
really
just
good.
there was, I don't know. I think
I like rubber.
Damn. I do think next year for Friendsgiving, maybe we should coordinate and communicate what we're actually making so everybody doesn't bring a
Yeah.
pasta or a chicken dish.
I originally wanted to make chicken adobo, but I just did not have the time because you had to let chicken marinate, and I just did not have the time to do that.
Yeah.
Next year, let's go ahead and call it right now.
Yeah, all of this is going to be blood themed.
Oh fuck!
Fuck yeah.
No.
Omelets.
Omelets next year for Friendsgiving. Well,
No.
I was gonna say food from around the United States.
That's
You
too-
pick a state and you go for it.
Oh fuck,
That sounds hard.
What is the state dish?
Alaska.
You've got it,
Fish.
Wenzel. It's yours.
you called it.
We made different kinds. He'll have baked Alaska. He can have flaming Alaska.
Oh, let's just all do an Alaskan dish.
I'll just bring in snow.
Ooh, I like that.
We don't have
How
Alabama.
about every dish we make is a flambe? Just keep the fire
Oh
going.
yeah.
Just fucking set a chicken stick on fire.
I do have one of those kitchen torches on my Christmas list.
Why? With the creme brulee?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like $13.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna fuck some shit up with that.
You know,
I mean, I'm
my
gonna use it
Arizona-
for,
come over?
I mean, I'm mainly gonna use it for bits, but I'll probably cook with it too.
You're gonna set this fucking house on fire.
Yeah, I am. I also have a can of ass. A can of axe on my Christmas list too. I'm gonna make a fucking flamethrower. No,
I like the can of ass more.
you know, a can of ass would technically probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
Make a flamethrower, just fucking shitting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and farting,
Did you say shitting?
shitting and farting. Well,
Pissed and camed.
thank you everybody for listening to this. Thank you. Are you saluting now?
No, the sun's in my eye.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would have closed that, but
He's been blind the entire time.
we're done now. Thank you everybody for listening. Again, you're listening. You know this already, but we are available on Spotify, on iTunes, on Google Play Music, on SoundCloud, on Overcast, every other RSS feed catcher imaginable at this point. So go over to those services and maybe give us a like or subscribe to us, review us, or just leave us a rating and be like, man, this podcast is so fucking great. 5 stars. Thank you. It changed my life. We appreciate that. Or if you've already done all those things, or even if you haven't, just tell a friend. Be like, hey, this podcast is really cool. It's like I'm in a room with my
It's a food podcast.
Yeah, fuck. It pretty much is. This whole month it has been. But be like, hey, this is like a conversation with your friends. So go check out a couple of episodes from them. We have a lot of shit coming up, so y'all better buckle up for that. You can also follow us on Twitter at AYCH Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram, AYCH Podcast. And you can follow us on twitch.tv/AllYouCanHear. We stream weekly. It's always posted on our Twitter when we stream. So go on there. It sometimes varies just because days are weird and we're, closing in on finals at this point. So that's happening. And on December 1st, Saturday, December 1st, as a matter of fact, I will be doing a 6-hour stream of Bloodborne from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. midnight. And I believe Winslow and Colt will be joining me because I'm doing it at Colt's house. So Winslow's looking around like, I didn't sign up for this shit. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So come on over and watch that on Saturday, December 1st. And you can follow me, Tanner, on Twitter at Tanner1495.
I am Colt, and you can follow me on Twitter at ColtD00. Send cowboy emojis. Yeehaw.
I'm Winslow. You can follow me on Twitter at Winslow Wilking. And you can follow my art on Instagram. My art Instagram at World of Winsy. Yeah.
You don't want to plug your stickers or nothing?
No, please buy my stickers on Etsy.
I'm begging you.
My name is Cody, and you can follow me at CODDOC11. That's
God dog.
CODDOC11 on Instagram and Twitter.
What happened to
Cody.
My name is Cody.
.com.
We gotta let Pat do his plug
Okay,
for
yeah,
shit.
This is Patrick. Thank you for listening. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at John Lost His Name. You can follow my art on Facebook at John Lost His Name Art.
Thank you for listening. Yeah, our Black Friday episode next week.
We hunt.
And also a non-canon file next week too on Animal Crossing. Bye.
Bye. Oh, I forgot about that one.